beautiful faces.
Especially
How are you doing today? I want my mommy. I'm going to Yellowland.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go celebrate New Year's, right?
Yeah.
Hello, all those beautiful faces. How we doing out there in this new year 2020? Stephanie checking in with another episode of Class Disruption, a YouTube channel and podcast inspiring teachers to disrupt the education market by taking ownership of their classrooms and schools. Woo, new year. We on that 2020. Well, actually, right now when I'm recording this, it's New Year's Eve day, but by the time I get it together, edited, and out to you, it's going to be into the new year. And what I wanted to share with you guys is my New Year's resolution. And actually, in the process of making this resolution, I also hopped onto that one-word bus or one-word train. It was a trend. I never heard of it before this year. But I guess now that I'm on social media, it's a thing that people do. So that one word that's going to encompass your approach to the new year. And so my one word is consistency. And my resolution is to run a marathon. Actually, I'm sorry, to run a half marathon. Let me not get ahead of myself here. So I just kind of wanted to share this with you guys and go through the process of how I developed these goals and what they mean to me. And even though they don't necessarily seem like they're related to my teaching practice, it was definitely something I had in mind when I was coming up with these goals. So I started by thinking I wasn't even going to do the one word thing. I'd heard of it, but I was like, I'm not sure, one word, that seems hard. But as I was thinking about my resolution, I naturally fell upon my one word. Because I was doing a lot of thinking, a lot of writing, a lot of reflection, and I was like, okay, I want to, make sure that I'm being consistent with my eating habits. I know what it means to eat healthy, and I go through periods of doing it, but I want to do it consistently. And same thing with my morning routine, and same thing with my meditation practice, right? I have all of these different habits I've developed over the past over the past decade, really, since graduating and going off into the world of my own, becoming a teacher, becoming a mom. And I really just want to piece them together and do them consistently. And so I asked myself, okay, well, what is it that's been holding me back from achieving this consistency already? Are there any periods of time when I am consistent with these habits? What am I doing that makes me consistent? And so I was thinking to myself, and I was like, when I'm working out consistently, when I get to the gym, when I'm doing my exercises in the morning, that's when everything else seems to fall into place. I naturally eat healthy when I work out because it's really hard to work out after you just ate some crap. And then you don't want to eat some crap after you worked out because you just worked out. And then at the same time, when I'm working out, my muscles, they're much sore, they're much tighter. I have to get up and do my morning exercises, my morning routine. And so it all just kind of gels together when I'm on that consistent gym routine. And so my goal, like I said, is to run a half marathon. And so when I was thinking about framing this in a very specific way, I'm not just, I'm going to run a half marathon at some time. I thought about, okay, how do people form goals? And so I came up with the SMART goal approach. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it, but it means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time restricted. So I got all 5 of those elements in there, right? It's specific. I'm going to run a half marathon. It's measurable because I have to come up with that planning routine. Oh, I hear my son. Yeah? Hey? I'm in my room. You want to come in here?
I do.
I see. I'm recording. See right up there? You can see yourself. Do you want to say something?
No.
Yeah? I was telling them about my New Year's resolution. And my New Year's resolution is to run a half marathon so that I can get more consistent with my habits and so that I can really spend more time with you when I'm spending time with you. Oh, did you want to say something? What do you want to say?
All the beautiful faces.
Especially
How are you doing today? I want my mommy. I'm going to Yellowland.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go celebrate New Year's, right?
Yeah,
all right.
Yellowland.
So should we go get ready and do that?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to have to wrap up this video later, okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Okay, and we're back. New Year's Eve celebration was crazy. So crazy that boy is knocked out. And mama's got a little bit of time, get back in here and finish up this video. So I watched it real quick, saw where we were, and it looks like we let off with where I was talking about how I used the SMART goal approach. And so what that means is that it's specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's relevant, and it's time bound. And so by using that approach again, it makes it something tangible. So I'm not just doing it because, this is what I need to do. I need to do my routines every day. But because I want to run a half marathon. And if I'm going to do that, I got to train not every single day, but 3-4 times a week consistently. And again, like I said, if I'm doing that, all of those other habits are going to fall into place, including my teacher habits. So I know it doesn't seem like it's a teacher related resolution, but at the beginning of the year, I set 3 goals, right? The first is to make sure that I'm staying within my 45-minute time frames. The second one is to not rush, to chill, to kind of find my place, not rush against the clock. No, I'm sorry, that's part of my first one, right? 45 minutes, don't rush against the clock. Second one is to really increase that student leadership. And the third one is to make sure I'm out there and I'm getting into my colleagues' class, doing those intervisitations, co-planning. And so again, by me having this goal of running the half marathon and really just getting down on those little habits, making sure every day I'm going through my schedule, blocking out time to meet with colleagues, making sure I'm blocking out that planning time so that then when I'm planning lessons, I'm not rushed, and I plan lessons that aren't rushed, and I include that student leadership. So it just all gels together when I'm working out, when I'm putting myself first, right? My self-care, my self-development, my health, my mental health. And that's why I settled on this word, consistency, and this goal to run a half marathon. And I got my stuff right here. Pull it out. Got my shoes ready to go. Got my phone case, I put on my arm. And of course, gotta have the headband. So get my stuff back out, getting ready to get back out there. If you're in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, I'm going to be doing it September 19th. It's the Triboro Adventure Tour. And what I really like about it is not only did I think it was a good date in line, but it goes to all the boroughs. So it starts in Queens, it goes through Brooklyn and part of the Bronx as well. So it's going to be a super fun time. We can hold each other accountable. And you know what? If that's not your resolution, you're not trying to run a half marathon, that's not what you do, I want to know, what is your resolution? What is your one word? Let me know in those comments down below. But of course, the most important part to this whole new year, reflection is serious. You got to take it seriously. Take time for yourself. That's important. But a part of that seriousness is you got to stay bullish, y'all. Let's go. Have a happy and healthy new year.